Hi, Diego. This is my feedback for your listening and reading, Sam. So initially, I can see that you know how to use certain features of PowerPoint presentation. Would be interesting if you could share with our students or our colleagues, and even if you can post them in our bank of online learning resources, because I could see that you actually use audio, you use certain, let's say, features that are interesting and could be useful for learning. I have a little bit of problems with navigation, you will see later. So the plan is that you actually check and see how students will actually see it. Initially, as you're naming this self-access learning material, the initial card, the introductory card, is not present. Remember that you have to introduce the SAM, like giving like a reference to this SAM, like given the authoring, given the date it was created, the title, the intended population. So issues that have been already discussed in our course. The objectives, what you're calling an exercise, remember that this is a self-access learning material, so that is the actual name that you can give to this. We are not talking about websites, we are not talking about activities, because in this we have like a group of activities. So this is a self-access learning material. You're telling students what they will be doing. Yeah, pronunciation of numbers, which numbers, so you could complete from numbers from 0 to 9 to learn how to say a phone number, and of course to practice. Very simple, clear, and straightforward. I hope that you can actually follow the same format for probably more advanced language topics to be worked with the students. This is an interesting issue when you are actually using the audio and the numbers. I was a bit confused because my initial intention was just to click on the audio but not to see the numbers. So I would say that let's say, any message to students, like saying listen and click, or click and listen, or click first and then listen, something like that will help students. Of course, telling them like probably that they should repeat this audio as many times, paying attention to the pronunciation of each number. Then, let's say when you have this, let's say that this is part of the input you're giving students, it would be interesting if you could give them a little bit of more input, like telling them that numbers are said fast, that generally there are not repetitions, that, well, some other probably ideas that they can have, and even more examples similar to the ones you're giving them here. This is part of the input you're giving them, so interesting, but again, I was confused between the clicking and the listening. So it's better that you tell students how to do it. I definitely have problems with this because I didn't know um, which numbers should I copy, and immediately I was sent to the activity B. So there must be something in this activity, something you didn't click or you didn't link. What here it says that I wanted to listen, but I couldn't find the audio. So again, problems with the link. And again, same situation here. So these are interesting activities, but what is missing, for example, is like the reference of students and the reference of the resources and the extension that will be given for the students. Regarding the rubric, let's say that we have clear and meaningful instructions. I didn't see the activity as motivating as probably could be. It is not using context as far, because probably I didn't have the audio, and even the introductory part could have been that, like any conversation, to give a little bit of context and to show students that actually it is a real life task given numbers. The input, let's say that is acceptable, it's okay, the procedures are okay. Not much evaluation and feedback, so students cannot actually know to what extent they are doing right or wrong. No sources referenced. Let's say that it was attractive, but could it be a little bit more attractive considering students. Probably you're thinking about your university students, but anyway, they need a little bit of more, let's say, colors and more figures. In technology, so though you are using, let's say, the PowerPoint in an excellent way and the audios, well, I think that something else could have been done, especially because of your expertise. And the language is okay, so this is going to be your grade.